baking soda on your face as a scrub and the benefits of it. So I started using baking soda on my face about a year ago. The esthetician that I go to for my facials is very big on using more natural products and trying to use less chemicals and all of that, which is amazing for me because my skin does not behave well with chemicals. So this is something that she suggested I should do because I was at the time having really bad breakouts and I just couldn't figure out what was going on with my skin. And so she suggested to me that I should try using baking soda as my weekly or bi-weekly facial exfoliant. And honestly, it really changed my life, not to mention saved me a bunch of money. So I thought I would share this little trick with you guys, considering I've been doing it for a full year and I've seen a huge difference. So the benefits of this is not only does it exfoliate the dead skin off your face, but it also naturally balances the pH levels in your skin. So it's gonna help prevent and fight breakouts on top of obviously exfoliating, which is important for all of us to do. So I personally just use the Arm & Hammer baking soda, but I transfer it to, this is a spice jar, but I use a glass one because I feel like the glass jars keep the moisture out a little better so that it still stays like a loose powder, because if you get moisture in there, it just turns into a paste and then you can't utilize it and it wastes a lot. So pretty much all I do is I dump a bunch into a airtight glass spice jar and I just keep it in my shower because that's the easiest way for me to do it, and that's where I constantly do my exfoliation just because it's so messy. So I thought I would explain to you guys exactly how I use this and the two different ways that I use it as well. So the most intense way to use the baking soda is that I'm going to add about a quarter size to the palm of my hand, add a tiny bit of water to it, lather it up, and it turns into almost like a little bit of a paste, but not super thick. And then I just rub it into my face like I would any other exfoliant. I don't do that all the time just because I do have very sensitive skin. So the little bit more gentle way that I use the baking soda is I would take any kind of a gel cleanser. So today I'm going to use my Mario Badescu. I add a tiny bit to the palm of my hand. I just add some, and instead of the water, I kind of make like a paste with the cleanser and the scrub, and I feel like it kind of makes it a little bit more gentle.
Baking soda, I got baking soda. Baking soda, I got baking soda.
It really doesn't matter if your skin is dry or wet when you do this. Just remember to get those areas that you have breakouts really well. And also areas that kind of collect dead skin and sees the most sun. Now you really don't need much. Just work it in for a few minutes and then you can rinse it off. I personally prefer to do this while I'm already in the shower just because it makes the least mess. But for the sake of showing you guys how I use this, that's literally all you do. And if you want to do the more intense version, you would just, instead of using the cleanser, you would use water, which you'd already have in the shower and your face would already be wet anyways, so it makes it very easy. And honestly, it's super cheap. I've never used a scrub that I like the feeling better because my skin just feels so clean afterwards. Since I use this with my cleanser, you have the benefit of it being a cleanser and exfoliation all at once. And I've honestly seen a huge difference in my skin since I've been doing this. Like, yes, I still have problems with my skin because I don't have the best skin, but the frequencies of my breakouts have really decreased since I've been doing this. So I thought I would share with you guys this cheap and easy yet efficient exfoliation. So now that I finished my scrub, I'm going to finish up with a toner. This is from Trader Joe's. This is the Rose Water Facial Toner. Now I'm going to rehydrate with my rose facial oil. This is from Trader Joe's as well. The reason I'm doing an oil instead of a moisturizer is because the baking soda can be a little drying, which is good because it's gonna dry out those pimples, but it's also like drying to the rest of your skin that doesn't necessarily need it. So just make sure you moisturize with a heavy cream or an oil, whatever you prefer. And that's how I've been using baking soda to clear up my skin.